Gunfreak Nation. It's the president, TElectrik, and man, oh man, y'all, listen, you have to be ready, savage ready. I'm so sick and tired of good people being victims. Now, I just saw the other day on the news, these savages, these funky ass savages, triggered this man's car alarm. When he went out to inspect it, they put a gun to his head and made him take them back in his house, where they brutally pistol whipped this man and assaulted his wife. I told y'all the tactics that these savages are using. They lure people outside. They will lure you outside. When your car alarm go off, he didn't have a gun. Okay? First and foremost, if my car alarm go off, I'm going to look at it through my camera, right? And if I see anything, like if I go out there, I am going armed, cocked, and loaded. You understand? I'm trying to get y'all to realize something. That last video that I did, when you pull your gun, I'm going to cut down because I took something that should have been 5 minutes and stretched it out to 30. Anytime when you find yourself in a violent altercation, leave if you can. Even though by law, you can stand your ground. But why do that when you can just leave? Okay? Because I'm going to tell you something. Lesson number 1, never pull your gun unless you're not willing to use it. Okay? Do not pull that gun if you have no intention of using it. Because if you do, you don't open it up for the other person to take you out, to shoot you. And guess what? They're not going to go to jail. It's going to be self-defense. So please do not pull your gun unless it is absolutely necessary, where your life is on the line. I've seen too many people pulling their guns for whatever reason, flexing or don't mess with me, and they got unalived because of that. And the person that they was into it with that unalived them didn't do no time, didn't get no charges because it's classic self-defense. I don't know how it is in y'all states, but we got to stand your ground here in Michigan. Okay? Which means you don't have to retreat. But when you get two idiots and who got the biggest ego, oh, you ain't gonna punk me. Oh, let me show you I'm not the one to be fucked with. That's stupid, man. And it's so not worth it. Listen, we, Gunfreak Nation, we are under siege. This country, in the last 3.5 years, we have went to hell. We are living in the dungeons of hell. This administration has fucked this country up. And can't nobody tell me otherwise. Okay? When you leave a border wide open for the last 3.5 years, and you letting any and everybody in here unchecked, unvetted, and you wonder why the crime is at an all-time high. When we are under siege in our own neighborhoods, in our own homes, And I'm not even blaming all of it on the illegal migrants that came in, because all of them are not, all of them are not. I'll never be that person to judge an entire collective, an entire group of people. That's just not me. But on the other hand, you got gangs. I mean, come on, man. You got terrorists that's infiltrated the country. And I told y'all before in the other videos, this is all done on purpose. This is all by design, the decline of America. These people that are in charge, they claim they love this country, but they are doing everything they can to destabilize it, to undermine it. From selling acres and acres, thousands and thousands of acres of land to China, to letting 30 million, 40 million illegal migrants come in. And get this, I'm hearing now from my sources in the Gun Freak Nation that up to 30 to 40,000 are being flown in. They ain't crossing no border. They coming in on airplanes. All right? What is going on? Listen, we at the brink. We are under siege, man. And y'all need to be ready, because it's already done hit the fan. We just got to stay out the way. That's how I feel about it. It can happen at any moment where we gonna have some type of civil unrest, y'all. I can see it. I can smell it. And I ain't talking about a funky ass savage. I'm talking about something even more deeper, something even more sinister, something even more diabolical. So you need to hold on to your funky town senders, because guess what? That's the only thing that can save you and your family. Anybody that tell you otherwise, they not for you. They are against you. Anybody that wants to disarm you or limit you to a certain type of gun, they're not for you. They against you. You need the same firepower that the savages got and that the government got. Because I'm going to tell you something. When it hit the fan, when it really, really jump off, them handguns ain't going to cut it, man. It ain't going to do it. You're not going to ran against an AK or AR and all you got is a Glock. I don't care how good of a shoot you are. When you're dealing with multiple savages, and when I say savages, I'm talking about American savages. I'm talking about illegal migrant savages. Hardcore gangs that's infiltrated. The problem is all over the country, people. All over the country, from the East Coast to the West Coast. And you got people, you know what? I don't even worry about the ignorant people that you just a fearmonger, man. Why are you getting people, amped up and hyped up and all that? You don't know what you're talking. I pity the fool, man. I keep it moving. Gun Freak Nation. I'm not telling y'all to go out and be vigilantes. I'm not telling y'all to go out and go for bad. I'm telling y'all to stay the intelligent person that you are. And when that day comes, when they do kick in your door, you are fully prepared to send them to Funky Town. It's just that simple. That's all that matters at the end of the day. And if she get in that office, man. Can you imagine another 4 years of what's been going on in this country? But another 4 years that is quadrupled by fuck shit. When you're dealing with a Marxist, when you're dealing with somebody that really, in actuality, hate this country, hate what it stands for, and they want to defund the police, they go on campaigns, they campaign to get criminals out of jail. I mean, it's gonna be a hell of a ass shit show. And you need to be ready. You need to be prepped. This is what's coming to this country. I can't even believe it. I feel like I'm living in a motherfucking horror movie, y'all. This is not no fucking joke. We are facing one of the most perilous times in our lives. This country, and you got, oh man, I don't even want to really, I'm not a divisive person, but you got a lot of sheep that is going to vote for her. And to be honest with you, when that storm comes, I will not be feeling not 1 ounce of sorry for them people when they get caught up in the muddy undertow. I'm not going to feel for it because this is what y'all voted for. And I pray to God that she don't make it to the White House. But like I say, we all inclusive in Gunfreak Nation, but anybody tell me that they're going to try to do, not try, but they're going to sign an executive order to do a mandatory gun, a gun buyback that's mandatory. Do y'all know what mandatory means? That means you don't have no choice but to sell them your guns. And they're going to give you a penny on the dollar for it. This is a disaster. And we need to be ready and we need to be prepared because I'm telling you, it is happening. Not only are we dealing with the everyday American savages that's running up in people's houses, breaking up in them, and assaulting them people. You know what I'm saying? Having their way with your woman and stuff. If you don't have a gun to send them to Funky Town, they are going to send you to Funky Town. They're going to do everything in their power to unalive you. But they're going to torture you first. This is not a joke. Now, that poor guy went out there to see why his car alarm was tripped off, and he met a gun to his head, and they forced him back into the house where they brutally pistol whipped this man to where he barely survived. And I don't even want to get into the gory details of what they did to that poor man's wife. But they will never, ever be the same again. And it's horrible, man. People shouldn't have to go through this when you worked all your life, hustled all your life, and you just trying to live a peaceful life, not messing with nobody, tending to yourself, minding your own business, and the savages come for you. It's not right. But at the same time, if you're not armed and you're not, prepped up and prepared, then you just setting yourself up to be a victim. You setting yourself up. You setting not only you up, but you setting your family up to be victimized. We are literally under siege. They got that border wide open, and we got the hardcore of the hardcore gang members and terrorists already done infiltrated this country, and they just waiting on the word to spark it off. Okay? We already got so many victims that been unalived by them, and Who is the boilers are? Who is the boilers are? But she won't talk about that. She won't talk about that, right? Man, listen, Gun Freak Nation, I love y'all. Y'all get your guns and be on the ready, because right now we are under siege. And you need to be prepared. Let's hope for the best, but be prepared for the worst. I got mine. Get yours. Because I got mine. Get yours. And be savage ready, Gun Freak Nation. Listen, I love y'all. You hear me? I don't want to hear about or see another story of somebody getting victimized and the savages getting the drop on them. I don't want to hear that no more. I'm so sick and tired of that. It just makes no sense, man. Anyway, stay armed. Stay responsible with your firearms. Stay righteous and be ready to send that stinking service to Funky Town. I'm out of here, Gun Freak Nation. To the next one. Peace.